Like they say in hockey, let's do that hockey. Welcome to MSG PM. I'm your host, Kazeem Famuyide, joined by the wonderful Madelyn Burke, kicking it with us right here on the late night after unfortunate Rangers L. We got a lot to get into. We got a good friend, Anthony Beck, joining us to talk all things NFL draft. We're going to talk some NBA playoffs. A game just went final a moment ago, so we'll have some footage from there. We're going to talk Yankees and talk about where Aaron Judge fits in the whole free agent off-season signing situation. But
we got
first,
a packed show.
It's a packed show.
Yeah.
We got full 3 cards, baby. You know what time it is.
Buckle up. Buckle up, kids. We got some content for you.
That's right. But first, we got to start off with our hometown New York Rangers. Tough loss today against the Carolina Hurricanes, 4-2, but not all is lost.
Not all is
because
lost. We got a 5-0 right here. 50.
There we go. 50. One time for Chris Kreider.
Let's run it back right here because Kreider gets that. Look at that. It
yes.
counts, right?
Yes.
It's in there.
I love that it wasn't a dramatic goal. I just wanted to just shove it in there because that's what we were talking about the whole green room.
Right.
Is Chris Kreider going to get his 50? Is he going to get his 50?
Yeah.
He got it, and he joins an incredible group of Rangers who have gotten 50 goals in a single season. Jaromir Jagr, Adam Graves, Vic Hadfield, who we've heard on the Rangers game night earlier today, and just capping off an incredible season for Chris Kreider, and especially his first 50-goal season 11 years into his career.
Right.
So lets you know, man,
He's had quite a storied career there.
Yeah.
And to be in your 11th season and to put up 50 and to be the 4th Ranger to do that, that's an incredible accomplishment. And you know what? It came in a crowd. There were a lot of people around there that could have had their stick in the way. But you know what? It was Kreider who got it in there. 50, congratulations, what an accomplishment.
Great accomplishment for Chris Kreider. And on top of that, shout out to the 30-year-olds, right?
Yes,
like, you know,
exactly.
Getting better with
Our
age is a
generation
great
right
thing,
here.
you know?
30 is the new 20 right there.
Listen, not mad at that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the Rangers did go down to the Hurricanes, so they're doing a little bit of scoreboard watching. And if my producers got me correct, I think the Islanders just defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins in overtime.
It was 4-4 for a minute there. But this is going to be huge. It's a shootout that they won in. But this is going to be huge for seeding right here. Because Rangers now with this loss tonight are at the 2 seed. And then, you know, Pittsburgh, of course, especially now, Evgeni Malkin, he's been suspended for 4 games. This was announced on Monday. After he cross-checked Nashville's Mark Borowiecki. Check out this video. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood right here. This is like the jugular right there. This was a significant blow, though, to Pittsburgh. They're trying to work on their playoff positioning. They were kind of at 3 going into this. They're sliding down, especially Malkin. I mean, this man has scored 37 points in 37 games. He didn't even play until January 11th with that knee injury. So coming on strong the way he has, losing him for 4 games is going to be an impact in this playoff picture.
Yeah, completely agree. But like you said, you know, they did start off the season without Malkin because of that knee injury. So they're used to playing without him. However, they did just trade for Richard Reichel early in the offseason, right before the trade deadline. So now you get a little bit of time to work in him and Sidney Crosby, see what kind of chemistry they can develop going into the playoffs. But, you know, the Rangers have a lot to really get into right now, especially with that lineup.
Playoffs are coming up for the Rangers, and, you know, we're going to be talking about the NBA playoffs in a minute. But first, we got to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. It's been a little bit messy in Tinseltown over there of late. First of all, the Lakers fired head coach Frank Vogel in a complicated way.
Complicated is a word. That's a word.
We're gonna go with complicated. That's the one I'm pulling out of the hat because we're gonna be nice about it. But you know, of course, Adrian Ward. It was announced earlier that that he was going to be fired before the last game. He's it's being talked about in a press conference. It was kind of a little bit of a messy way to let him go.
Yeah, you never want to find out through the social medias, right? Like, you want to have that one-on-one conversation, especially if you're a franchise as storied as the Los Angeles Lakers, you know, because not only when you're treating somebody on the way out is important because now
right.
you're showing everyone this is what it's going to be like for you.
Well,
you know, like this is what you're walking into. So it was a little bit weird. It was a little bit unorthodox for the Lakers.
Well, and the Lakers are a storied franchise, right? They are going to have some big names in this interview process. But of course, the coaching ranks is a tightly knit group. These guys know each other. They respect each other. They talk to each other. And if these guys are saying, you guys did this to Frank Vogel, somebody who is well-liked, well-respected in this industry, and somebody who didn't really deserve to be the sacrificial lamb of a team that, you know, was they got along well off the court. On the court, they had a lot of problems all season, and it wasn't Frank Vogel's fault, but of course he was the one dismissed in an unceremonious way. So who's going to want it? Is this that good of a job now anymore? This is, you know, a storied franchise,
it's
but there's
Lakers.
There's
still
a lot
very
of
sexy.
It's still the Lakers, but then you've got, you know, LeBron James as well, who's got one more year on his contract. There's a lot of questions. This man's, you know, having the time of his life, he says, that and he says this season's not a failure at all for him, even though they didn't even make the play-in, which just a year ago we thought was a joke.
Yeah, so the Los Angeles Lakers had exit interviews yesterday. LeBron James had the first one, and the quote that is, you know, really making the rounds this year, this offseason, is that LeBron didn't really see this season as a failure.
Of course not. He averaged 30.
I mean, he averaged 30 at 37 years old.
He didn't fail. The team did.
I'm assuming he meant personally because, you know, granted everything that's going on with the Lakers, LeBron looked just as good as he's ever done individually. My thing is that quote right there was probably the most evidence you need to just see the sort of dysfunction that this Lakers front office and, you know, roster went through this entire year. Well, you know, when you're talking to those guys, you know, before you do these exit interviews, usually the head coach comes in there, talks to everybody, but when the head coach is fired, it was just kind of a free-for-all. So we got all types of quotes that probably weren't the best
and it
things
also
to
just
hear.
kind of shows where LeBron's priorities are at this point in his career. He's like, you know what? I've won enough rings. I've been there.
He said, y'all had a bad season.
He's like, I want to know the end date to my season as I chase Kareem for that #1 spot, which he's going to be going for. But speaking of star players, Aaron Judge. We've got to talk about this man right here. Of course, it's been, you know, a little bit messy with the preseason talks of the contract negotiations, you know, coming out as, you know, right before they're about to have first pitch in that game. Is he worth $213 over 7 years?
So I think he's worth it, especially towards the Yankees, right?
Yeah.
He may not be worth it to other teams, but when you factor in the fact that he's had a little bit of injury issues and, you know, maybe production-wise when he's healthy, he's an MVP candidate, one of the best players in the entire Major League Baseball. However, Aaron Judge is more than that. He's the face of the franchise.
Yes.
He's the face of the Yankees. They got the Judge section in Yankee Stadium. Sometimes you got to overpay just a little bit to keep
your own guy.
Exactly. He's a homegrown dude. I don't think there's going to be any Yankee fans that's going to be upset in the 4th and 5th year if you're not getting prime Judge, you know, production, you know, 5 years into that 7-year deal. You feel me? So I don't know, man. Like, if I'm Brian Cashman, now's not the time to be cheap. Like, you've overspent for so many people, guys that you've traded for, that you've signed, that you haven't really grown within your own farm system. You got to know when to spend the money on the people you make. So
yeah, well, in this reported deal that was offered, 7 years, $213, that's an average about 30 a year. But Aaron Judge is comparing himself to Mike Trout, who's getting an average of 35 a year. And if you look at the numbers of what they put together on the field, I mean, do you see the comparison? Is Aaron Judge a Mike Trout? I mean, the one thing to consider, though, that I think you got to point out here is that this is the first 6 years of their career, but Aaron Judge is going to be 30 this month. And so none of the years of this contract would be in his 20s, whereas Mike Trout was much younger when he signed this extension. Does that play a factor, especially a guy who's had injury history?
I think it would play a little bit of a factor, but at the same time, Mike Trout's Mike Trout. I know, you know, guys who may not watch Major League Baseball, but Mike Trout's a player for the Angels. He's very, very good.
He's a big fish.
I know the league doesn't do a great job of showing how great Mike Trout is, but he is the top of the top when it comes to his position. But in any case, I do think the Yankees should play Aaron Judge, and hopefully they get this sorted out before.
If Aaron Judge wins an MVP and brings the Yankees a title, then that man is going to get paid.
Then everyone will be all right.
We'll see.
Everyone will be okay.
Season's long.